She said kinda love affair.
Is love in the air, or is your relationship on the verge of destruction? Let's talk about it. Sit back,
Relax.
and enjoy your favorite cocktail as we discuss relationships, dating,
Sex.
and love. Love on the rocks, that is.
Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks.
Oh, yes, and welcome to Love on the Rocks. What's up? It's Roger the Wild Child and Megan Bennett.
Hi.
Hello, Megan.
How are you?
I'm good. How's everything going?
It's good. It's good. It's been a crazy day. A crazy
It's been
night.
a crazy day. What do you got going on?
So we had football tonight, and right now our football team is not doing good. Like when I tell you we've given up 127 points over the past 3 games, we've
Wow.
really given up 127 points over the past 3 games.
What the
And
heck?
our coach, he just everything has an excuse, and there's no accountability being taken on any of their parts. Meanwhile, while this meeting's going on inside, you got coaching staff on the outside cussing out kids, ripping them up off the floor. That's all on video. I'm just so taken back. Like, this guy's, it's just nuts. It's just not a good season.
Wow.
It's a rebuilding season.
Don't you just miss just having baseball? Just go back to baseball.
I'm still at baseball. Baseball's still going on. We just had our first game Saturday, and we won. It was a really good game.
Yeah.
Then we played Sunday. That was a good game.
So
And we're playing again,
That's
I guess,
good.
this weekend.
that's good. And
So,
we
yeah,
started
what have you been
fall
up
ball.
to?
For us. We started fall ball. So that's what's going on. Yep. So down in Texas, finally got my kids down here. Now we're doing baseball as well.
Is it
So,
as crazy there as it is here in Georgia, like with baseball and sports? Is it like, ooh, runs your life? Is it like that out there?
pretty much? Yes.
Yeah.
And not the
Yeah,
top. On top
it
of that,
is.
I got the 2 podcasts, and now getting ready to launch a brand new country radio station in a few weeks.
Yes. I'm
And
so excited.
this is be really good. So,
Yeah.
Tom Wright, Megan, and I we're going to be launching this project here in a couple weeks. It's going to be called Kick-Ass Country for damn
I'm so
good
stoked.
indie country. That's right. So, for all those
I'm
independent
so
country artists out there, we've got a home for you for your music. So,
coming soon.
coming soon. Stick around,
I'm
guys.
stoked. I just got a cold chill.
Hey, we got a new relationship influencer on the show today.
Yeah, man. We do. His
All
name's
right.
Drew.
Drew,
Nope, there he
what's
is.
happening? There he is.
Howdy. How you guys doing
There he
today?
is.
Well, welcome to the
Good.
show.
How are you?
I'm doing great, living the dream.
Living the dream. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and your expertise in the dating world.
Okay, so as my background goes, I'm actually I'm from Iowa originally, grew up there. I moved to Houston. What is that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? We feed you inside you like
Iowa?
we feed you. You're from Idaho. That's way
I know.
worse.
I provide
That's
the
way worse.
potatoes. Yes.
Yeah, and we have corn. That's
We got corn and
so-
potatoes.
Yeah, corn and potatoes.
We got corn and
But
potatoes.
corn is more versatile. Actually, potatoes are probably more versatile. But anyway,
Yeah.
I moved to Texas here in Houston about 4.5 years ago, give or take, just to get the hell out of Iowa.
Yeah.
I have an uncle here. I didn't know what I was doing. I started pouring concrete at first. I was doing construction.
Really?
Then
Yeah.
I did construction for a while. I thought I was going to end up taking over the company. And then he wasn't paying me anything. So instead, I started bartending. And I got really deep into bartending. I ended up being a hotel bartender. I started selling cocktail menus to different hotels.
Whoa, I thought that was going to go down a different road for a second. Okay, carry on.
I apologize. Megan's mind
Sorry.
is always in the gutter.
So
So
listen,
sorry.
I'm
That
not talking
just-
about my.
woo.
I'm not talking about my side jobs. I'm not talking about my side jobs. That was my side job. But
I
as
thought
a
that was going
bartender,
down a different road.
I you know how they say never trust a skinny cook?
Yeah.
Yeah, never trust a sober bartender. So the more you drink, the more you know how to.
That
make
is
drinks.
true.
That's just
That
how
is
it
true.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually there's a Marriott hotel where my cocktails are the entire menu. And
Sorry. Can you just say drinks?
no, they're cocktails.
Yeah, she likes the word cock for whatever
It's
reason.
just straight. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why.
I don't call myself a mixologist because I feel like I have to have a PhD to have ist at the end of my title.
Mhm.
But I can
No.
make you a drink. And that's at the end of the day. And then I got
What's
the
your best
call.
drink?
My best drink? Okay, so
Yeah.
the highest selling drink I've had and the one that I would drink personally the most, it
Mhm.
was essentially a margarita, but I'd serve it up in a martini glass. It had a little bit of mezcal to make it smoky with pineapple juice, habanero bitters, which was awesome because I don't know if you knew this, but if you
Really?
shake, yeah, because you could use fresh like pepper, but the thing is like one
Mhm.
pepper is always spicier than another.
Mm.
Oh,
But if
yeah.
you use the bitters,
Yeah.
it's like
That's
consistent.
true.
Right? Yeah,
That's
and a
true.
little bit of lime juice, and then I put apricot liqueur in there. I called it Smoke on the Beach.
Nice.
I bet that's
a
good.
name. I like that. Yeah.
It's super
bet that's
good.
really good.
Yeah, I'll make one for y'all if we ever get to officially meet up.
We'll come to Hollywood.
But I was given the. I would love to. I'm gonna try.
Yep. We're
But I
gonna be
was
in
giving you-
Hollywood
We'd
in
love to have
October.
you.
And I know
Yes.
and that's the reason why it's difficult because my absolute best friend is moving back to the States from Germany around that time. And he's
Oh,
not gonna
no.
listen to this because he's asleep right now, so I can say this. But my plan, I already talked with his wife. I'm gonna actually surprise him and help him move into the house in Miami.
You have to video that.
Yeah,
will.
for
I
sure.
got
I
you.
love those types of
Got you.
videos. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I could watch those on TikTok for
Mm.
hours.
I'm
I'm crying like a
working
little
on,
baby at the end of it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on getting his mom to come with me to go there for Christmas because they have nobody in Miami, and spending Christmas by yourself sucks.
that would be so
but,
neat.
Yeah, I would love to go to Hollywood. I've actually never been to California. I've never really wanted to go to
Really?
California, but I've never been to California.
I used to
Yeah,
live
we're gonna-
there.
We're going to be in Hollywood for the Halloween Hotness. It is a St. Jude celebrity charity event. My show sponsored it for 2 years. This is our third year sponsoring, and so we're going to do the red carpet event. So,
Oh, that's
so
incredible.
far I got Crystal
It's gonna be neat.
and Megan. And speaking of Crystal, hey,
Hi.
are you ready for Hollywood?
I'm so ready for
There's
Hollywood.
my girl. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Y'all are in trouble.
It's-
because you're never gonna see the place.
We are gonna. It's gonna be a good
Chaos is
time.
about to ensue.
It's gonna ensue. It's gonna ensue. It's gonna be fun.
Yes, it will be.
All the
Let
wax
me-
figures are gonna be fun.
That'll be a blast. Lydia, hello.
Hey,
She's back.
I'm here.
Yes, she is. And guess who else is back?
Is she there? She is.
Ike Cavalli
Who else is back? There's Ike.
What's up?
What's
There's
up, Ike?
Ike's not the favorite or anything.
Right.
Right.
Well, I am happy to be back. That's for sure.
I'm so
You've
glad
been
you're back.
touring, haven't you, Ike?
Yeah. Still going until I think December 9th.
How is that
We're
going?
on to a couple of more cities. It's really good. Yeah, we just did Chicago, which was
Is it?
insane. Place was packed. Yeah,
Did Crystal
really
go?
good.
Yeah, I saw your videos and yeah, I don't know. Did Chris go?
No, I didn't have anybody to go with me. I was all
I can't
Oh,
remember.
Crystal, I would have. You
Yeah.
could have been like this and came backstage.
Well, I didn't
See?
want to bother you.
You gotta get closer to the microphone.
Oh, are
Crystal,
you
I can't hear
kidding
you.
me? Come on.
Well, hello. I just didn't want to bother you and be like, "Hi, I'm gonna come visit you, but you gotta babysit me."
Oh, never. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. we
You're
would've had
always the
cocktails
one
at the
that's
bar.
babysitting everybody else, Crystal.
This is true.
You can
Unless I've
babysit
had
me
to
when
be-
we
You're always the babysitter.
Hey, I've even
Crystal,
hung
we're
out
coming back
backstage.
next year for sure.
I will be there. I'll start looking for a date now.
All right.
Maybe I'll have one by
All
then.
right.
I've even hung out backstage with Ike.
So that's how
I
you-
remember you came back for seconds.
In an hour.
I need a cocktail.
There we go.
Cocktail.
You
I got you.
There's that cock word.
Looks like Drew and I have the
It just pops up.
I'll Uber eat you one. I got you.
Uber Eats one.
I'll Uber eat you one.
Yeah, actually, here in Texas,
Big
you can
dash.
drive through and get a daiquiri and drive off.
Yeah. Well, that's actually okay. In Iowa, you can go to Walmart.
Drive
at 3
through
a.m. on a
Crystal.
Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I was in Texas, I thought that was crazy.
We
that
used
the
to be able to do
liquor
that
stores
here.
had, like, drive-through.
I miss it. I miss it.
I need
All
to
right,
make
guys,
it
we're
like
going to talk today where our topic is called Committed Navigating the Rough Times. People are in committed relationships and, they they hit turmoils and, sometimes there's infidelity going on or maybe there's a sickness or a health issue and, just so many different reasons why people are
many different
struggling.
ones.
Yes. And so what's happening is people just leave. They don't want to deal with it. They can't handle the pressure of that. So they want to
jump ship. Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so we're here to talk about relationships. And we're talking about, couples that stay together, when they make those vows in a marriage for better or worse, it includes worser. And
absolutely. And so many people forget or they don't forget it. They just don't give a shit, I guess. I don't know. But so many people are quick to jump ship.
Let's talk about Michael J. Fox.
Easier, right? It's easier to jump ship than to actually work on it. That's
and
what
actually
people
put in the work.
Right.
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 So let's talk about Michael J. Fox for a second. I mean, obviously he's got Parkinson's, right? But his wife stood right by him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
To this day.
I think the definition of marriage has changed a lot in the last, let's say, even 30 years.
I don't think it's taken as serious.
I mean, I don't
know. People just don't give a shit.
We talk to a lot of older people at our job, and they're always 50 plus years of marriage.
Right.
I mean, everyone in my family is on their third wife or husband. It's definitely a lot different.
Right. Well, my dad was never around because he's like the hide and seek champion. He's still hiding. I still haven't found him. So I didn't grow up in a home that had both parents. My grandmother, I think, was like artificially inseminated with my mom because she hates men how does she ever have 2 kids? I don't know. So I never grew up around like that, but my view of marriage is I'm so old school with it, like totally old school. If you make your vow, you commit to it and you put in the work that needs to be done. I never got married with the intent of a divorce. It just worked out that way. Thank God.
You think anybody gets married with the intent of a divorce?
No, I don't think they do, but I think when they do get married, yes, they don't want to put forth the work. Once they get somebody, they don't want to do the work that it takes to keep them at all.
I think there's people who get married without intent at all.
Right.
They just get married. They feel like they have to
say they're married.
Yeah, they're married. You gotta think how many marriages ended up because they got pregnant. Like there's some cases that they probably shouldn't have got married at all.
Hi.
They should have just co-parented.
Hi. Yeah.
Megan's a good example here.
Hi. That's me.
What was that? 24-hour marriage?
It was 49 days.
Oh, okay.
Was it babies?
No, it was
it was real.
It was bad. It was supposed to be Colorado, then it was short. It was bad. Worst idea of my life. But I still didn't get married with the intent of a divorce.
Yeah. Right. Of course.
Roger, I messaged Ike about this like last week. I don't know if you remember, but when I was on your show last year and we were talking about JLo getting married, and remember how we all took bets about how long she was going to be married? I messaged Ike last week and I was like, they just had their 1 year anniversary. I was like, we were all wrong.
Who?
Oh my goodness.
JLo.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, they did just have their 1 year. That's one I didn't see coming.
Yes.
I didn't see that one coming.
But that's like a second time around.
That's true. That is, they kind of know the ground, I guess, of how to handle.
Oh,
I don't know. I was an A-Rod fan. What? What
Second
with?
time relationships.
Oh,
Divorcing
yeah,
and then getting back.
I saw into something.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
That's
never, but that's interesting.
What do? They realize they felt like they love each other and they get remarried again.
I know so many people
Yeah.
that have done that. It's kind
I
of
think-
crazy.
I think it depends on why they broke up in the first place.
Right. Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
situations, but like I don't know, someone cheating, especially in marriage, like at some point, like I understand loving someone enough to take them back, but at the same time, you have to respect yourself. Like you weren't their first choice.
Yeah.
Right.
And
If they have a
probably-
second choice, let them go. Let them have them.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna let any girl choose between me and another guy. If there's a choice in the
No.
question, goodbye.
Yeah.
But
Right.
again, it's so different now, like you were mentioning, Drew, too, with marriage and how it's changed. Some people are like okay with bringing in a third party, and
They all
It's-
got fucking
it's really
pineapples
crazy how-
on their mailboxes and
Mm-hmm.
pineapple flags hanging. Like I know down in the
Loopers
South
on
at
their
least, like
cars.
No, I know
Yes.
about the pineapple.
That's
I know about the
everywhere.
pineapples. Yeah.
like
mean, and
crazy
kids-
signs.
And kids
I wish
make it
somebody would have told me, because I was over there with a bowl and a spoon thinking, oh, fresh fruit.
Same. I literally just found out, like within the past year, about the whole pineapple thing. I've always loved pineapples. I've always thought, oh, that's neat. A pineapple on a mailbox. How creative. I didn't
I will
know.
not buy
I had no
any
idea.
summer decor that's pineapple now, just because
No.
I don't want it to.
I will not.
Misconstrued.
I will not.
I do
Same.
believe it's an upside down pineapple.
It is.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it's
is-
the upside down
upside
pineapple.
down pineapple. Yeah, as long as it's upright, you're good to go.
When
Oh
did you
my
have your
God.
Yeah, that's right.
calculations correct?
No chances. Not taking
Worse.
any chances.
All right,
I'll
guys,
never
let's
watch
bring out our
SpongeBob.
guest. She is back. You remember her from a few episodes back?
Nice.
Our dating episode. Which one? Anyways,
Yes.
please welcome Sovereign Dating, Alana Mackenzie Page. You're back.
Hello, hi. So good to
Hi.
be back.
So good to have you back.
I love
are
this
you?
conversation already. You couldn't see me back there in the green room just laughing.
Oh, I can see you laughing
Okay.
down there.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Of
I'm having a
course.
great time.
Of course. Yeah. And you always have a great time when you come on our show. That's why you came back.
It's
Yeah.
true. That is true.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Alana,
We're not a
first
boring
of all,
crowd.
before we get into this topic, let's talk about you for the new audience that doesn't know who you are. You are a dating and intimacy coach. Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about Sovereign Dating and what that is all about.
Yeah, so Sovereign Dating is the name of my company. And it refers to dating in an empowered way. So that's what sovereign means, is to have power, right? To be the sovereign ruler. And in this case, it's to be the sovereign ruler of your love life and to feel confident and sexy and great when you're dating. So I have found that many people who are dating in the modern world don't feel that way. They do not experience that in dating.
Right. They don't.
And, yeah, they really do not. And I train people to change that, to transform that in their lives and find incredible relationships that last and can make it through the hard times also. So
That's the important part. The hard
Yeah.
times.
yep, exactly.
The one that really tests your want and your love and your
Yeah.
So let's talk about our topic today about committed relationships. And it's a hard struggle for couples, and they find these in the relationships that they're staying together or they're giving up too easily because one person does not want to deal with the life change that happened in that person in their relationship. I mean, it could, like I said, it could be infidelity. It could be somebody having a sickness, and that person doesn't want to take on all that weight. So, what's
Right.
your take on all this?
Yeah, I mean, it really comes down to emotional maturity. we can just call it.
it
what
really
it is.
does.
Yeah, it's like for both people, right? Because these situations are stressful. Like that's what is happening, is that everybody's getting pushed to the edge of their stress,
Mhm.
like ability. And what happens to you when you get there is just all bets are off, and so how do you navigate, right? How do you navigate when you feel crazy, right? That's kind of what happens to people. Like, and what do you do? Like, who are you when it's hard, rather than like, who are you when it's fun to be loving and romantic and you're on a beach somewhere.
It's not all about the games and the fun and the adventures. It's good times and bad times in a relationship, and that's what builds two people and make them stronger. You know, when you get married and you take a vow, it's better or worse, rich or poor, sickness and health, till death do us part. But you find that people don't follow that.
Yeah, they don't follow that. They don't. They're quick to give up the fight.
Yeah, and there are some really interesting statistics on that. I was looking it up because I remembered this from a while back. When people get sick, there's actually a gender disparity. So when men get sick, women are actually less likely to leave them. Like, they're less likely to get divorced, even if the marriage was already in trouble. But if women get sick, then men are 21% more likely to leave.
Really?
Yeah. So there's sort of like a thing happening there too.
So you're saying that women are going to stick around more than men would.
I went through that. I think completely.
Okay.
Is that Megan?
I think completely that I can see. Yeah. Y'all can't. Is it freezing up on y'all?
You're cutting out. You're cutting out, Megan.
It's the clouds.
The clouds. We'll blame it on the clouds. All right, guys. Let's bring in our newest relationship influencer to add to the topic. Please welcome Jesse Davenport.
Hey, everybody. Sorry I'm late, as always.
Welcome.
It's his first episode, and he's already late.
Yeah. Life of a single dad.
Putting that on the old progress report.
Baseball.
Yeah. Stuck at the baseball field.
Baseball.
Yes.
Did they win?
Where's he at?
No, they did not.
That's okay.
Jesse is out of Georgia.
Megan, you have to log out and log back in.
Yes, he's in Georgia.
Okay.
Brazelton, Georgia.
All right. So real quick before we continue with the topic here, go ahead, Jesse. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
40 years old, single dad. Definitely been through some trying relationships. So happy to add my expertise and hopefully help some people with some guidance through that in their own world, their own lives.
Excellent. So welcome to the team.
Thank you.
All right. So Alana, let me ask you this. What do you advise people when they are dealing with trauma in their relationship? What path, what road should they follow? What can they do to help support or try to strengthen their situation?
I'm a deep believer in emotional intimacy, and this is something that has come up in my own relationship constantly. Is like my ability to navigate hard things in the relationship is directly related to my ability to address them in myself and talk about them openly. And that's not always easy. Like, a lot of the times I'm like, God, I don't want to have this conversation, or I even like, I feel like I don't know how to have the conversation. That's also happened.
Right.
Or I also get into a place where I and this I find in my clients often happening too. I have already decided what he's going to say. Right. So I've already had the conversation. Yeah. I'm like, that's, I'm going to say this, I'm going to bring this up. And then I'm going to be like, I'm going to be shot down, or I'm going to be, rejected or whatever. Like, and then when I actually go to have the conversation, which requires bravery. Like that is truth. It requires bravery to get into that.
A lot of it.
Intimacy space. Yeah. It usually goes really well.
It doesn't for me.
Okay,
It doesn't for me.
So we could talk about that. There are ways to have these conversations that lead to better outcomes generally, because it is possible to trigger someone's defensiveness and anger and definitely. Definitely.
That's me. 100%.
Very, very easy to do that too. But in general, that is the way that I have personally brought my relationships forward, is really by getting past myself and being vulnerable about what I actually need, what I actually want, what's actually going on for me. At another level, like at an elevated level.
Right. I don't know. I feel like that always goes sour for me. I can scream and kick and stomp my feet until I'm blue in the face. And 9 times out of 10, Rodney's going to be standing there like, what do you want? What do you want? I do it until I'm blue in the face. And then when it gets really bad, he's known to like scoot out. When the fight gets hard, like last October, I guess it was, he jumped ship and just left. And this has been going on for 22, 23, 20, almost 24 years. And it's been a cycle. Like, things get hard, he goes MIA. Things calm down, he comes back, and then he's like, oh, well, what are you doing? How are you doing? How's your day? And it's the most frustrating thing because I feel like I'm so vocal in saying, like, hey, this is what it... And maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm not as vocal, or maybe I'm just a clusterfuck of thoughts, and I think I'm, like, getting my point across, and I'm really not. But that never works for me, like, ever.
Are you actually stomping your feet and turning blue in the face while you're communicating?
Probably.
Knowing Megan, probably.
100%. Probably. I will own that. Probably.
Because he might be getting really triggered by that and unable to handle it. And so that's where it's like both people's emotional maturity matter, because he probably can't handle it. Like he probably can't. He literally probably can't handle you. And then he's like, I'm going to just go away.
I'm dip out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a lot. Like I'm...
And I would never tell you to be less. I don't believe in that either.
No,
and
absolutely. I stand my ground with it.
Communicate it about, in a way that he can hear you before you have to like beat it into his head. Like maybe there's a way. Can't think of an example off my head, but that you could like
smoke signals, a Morse code, something.
Yeah. You could write
English doesn't work. I could write it out.
So like when you start to get angry, you're like, oh nope, can't go there. I gotta go back.
She's gonna hold
and then I'd burn it.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you write things out, people read tone into it that may not have been intended.
Well, yeah, but if she
absolutely,
writes
it's the same thing with like
read
text.
aloud to him.
Oh yeah, like
you know what I mean, just so she has like her thoughts.
Oh, that's true.
So
but then I feel so corny. Dear John.
Who cares?
Like I just
sometimes we need that though.
Yeah.
There is
nothing wrong with that. Need you to hold up the cue card and say it's really simple. Just listen.
Get closer to the mic, Jesse.
If you're not
sometimes we just need you to hold up a cue card and say it's really simple. Just listen.
Yeah. On that note, if
it was only that easy.
If I'm told like what the problem is, my instant reaction is going to be try to solve it. And I've ran into that problem a lot where they don't want us to solve it. They want us to just say, "Oh, that sucks."
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So what I train women to do is to speak in emotion at these points instead of speaking in problems. Like if you can really, really like dig into what I'm feeling right now is this, like I'm feeling unheard, right? If you can say something like that, and it is vulnerable, like I promise you that feels hard and corny to say the first time you say it, first few times you say it. Yeah, it's not comfortable. It's not how we practice talking to people. Like it's not funny. It's not sassy. It's really freaking, like I don't feel good. I feel really unheard and neglected, right? Like that's a different level that we were not usually taught to talk about. And
I actually had that the other day, like with Rodney. Like I told him this is how I feel. And he backfired with something negative, like in pinpoint, like turned it around to where he was like, well, you did this. It could be something 3 years ago, 2 years ago. It doesn't matter. And then I'm just like, I literally
passed out and use it against you.
Right. But I literally, like, in text, I telling him, I'm like, I'm telling you how I feel. Why can't you just accept the fact and say, you know what? I'm sorry I made you feel this way, and move on. Like, take what I'm saying. I'm not being hateful. I'm not pointing out anything wrong. I'm just saying this is how I feel. And when I responded and said, why can't you just say, I'm sorry I hurt your feelings, or I'm sorry I did this and it made you feel this way? Why do you have to, like, backfire with something negative when I'm just voicing how I feel? The struggle is real.
I have found that when people say, like, oh, like, you made me feel this way, or, even if you say, like, oh, I felt this when you did this, a lot of people will be like, well, that wasn't my intent, so it doesn't matter. And it's like, well, no, when somebody tells you how you made them feel, you don't get to tell them.
You don't get to decide how I feel, right? Like, you don't get to decide if you hurt my feelings and to what degree. You don't get to decide if whatever. Like, I'm responsible for my feelings, and you don't get to decide if it hurts me or not.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's so hard for so many people to understand. They're like, oh, well, I didn't mean to, so it's okay. Or those weren't my intentions, so it's okay. No, it's still not fucking okay. Like, you still made me feel this way. That we need to, touch ground so it doesn't happen again. Right. Yeah.
With relationships.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, go ahead, Lydia.
If your feelings are your responsibility, then why is it somebody else's responsibility to affect them? Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
And this is, you know what I mean? Like, when people make,
I think it all comes down to consideration and just being empathetic and just understanding. And
yeah, but I could say, like, what I just said right now, you could have taken it in a misdirection. You know what I mean? But
some people use words as weapons.
And they do.
Yes.
But some people just really, they talk, and I can't help the way that you take what I say. I can't help that with anybody, whether we're in a relationship or not, whether we're in a friendship. I can't affect the way that my words are going to hurt you or anything like that. You know what I mean?
I agree very strongly with that.
So I feel like, if you're I'm responsible for my own feelings, so I can't let what somebody says hurt me. That's my power.
I think, like, there's also a point where you are responsible for communicating effectively.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And if you know that hurts that person when you communicate that way and you continue to do it, or you do it purposefully, that is your problem.
That's the problem.
I mean, if you keep doing it, yes, absolutely. Yeah. But if you just, like, say you've been in a relationship a long time, and this is maybe a topic that's never come up between the couple or something, and they start talking, and he or she, whoever initiates it, ends up hurting the person because of the way that they're,
they approach it.
Their feelings, like, how is the other person supposed to know? Like, how was I going to know that was going to hurt you? I'm just trying to express my feelings,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if they go and they do that again, because now they know, oh, well, that hurt her last time, I want to hurt her.
That's a trigger,
again.
right?
That's completely different. But if it's a one-time thing, you can't help that.
I agree. You can't help it if it's a one-time thing. When it becomes an often kind of thing, a repeated thing, something that's done out of spite, I feel like, just to take whatever limelight is, like, on him, to say, hey, this is how you made me feel and this is a problem. Oh, well, you did this 3 years ago, and what about that time that I did this and didn't get this outcome? Like, that doesn't make it okay. Like, we're supposed to be growing together and learning together, and it's not okay to pull punches from the past, from 3 or 5 years ago, against you when you're talking about a present problem, like, not the past, not even the future, just right now.
People have to understand that we have a right to feel how we feel, and you have a right to feel how you feel. And if you're with somebody, whether it's a relationship or a friendship or, co-worker, and it doesn't matter, in society, you have a right to express how you feel, and we should listen to how they feel.
Just be a fucking jackass about it.
Well, then they don't care about you.
Exactly.
They don't give a damn about you.
Just as much as Megan.
Yes.
And Roger, you were saying like, oh, we should listen to how they feel, but a lot of people don't listen with the intent to
They don't.
understand. They listen with the intent
They
to
listen
respond.
here, or yes, respond, yes, but
I
they
get
don't.
that.
They don't ever listen. I feel
No,
like
I agree
there's
with
so
you,
many
Crystal.
that just don't.
But people should be able to listen. If they care about that person, they're going to care about how they're feeling, and they're going to see what they can do to communicate to try to fix the problem. If they don't want to communicate and they don't want to listen to the person, and they're always throwing things from the past or whatever, and throwing daggers at people, they don't care about what that person's thinking or feeling. All they're thinking about is how that they're satisfied in the moment, or it's all about them, not about the person that's actually hurting.
Yeah,
Is
they've
that-
gotten into
is
the
this
People
like
just take
behavior?
accountability.
Go ahead, Alana.
they got defensive. Like that's when you got like, okay, people throwing stuff back at you, like, oh, they're not taking whatever you just said. They're not listening. They're
And
not
it's not
really
worth
paying attention
arguing
to you.
back because it's not gonna.
Mhm.
It's just gonna make it worse. You just might as well just walk away and be like,
Yeah.
"This conversation's done." Because if they don't take the time to listen to what's bothering you, when you're willing to listen to what's bothering them, then they don't care. And maybe,
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead, Drew.
I think that's actually a big problem in a lot of relationships is that somebody is always what the other person needs, but it's not always
Right.
reciprocated. Like,
Right.
they're- like I've been in relationships where they need me, I'm there. They need me, I'm there. They need this, I'm there. Even if it, affects me negatively, I don't care. But then on the reverse of that, it'll be something small that I need from them, and they can't come
It's a
through.
fucking struggle.
Yeah, and I get upset, and they think I'm upset about that one individual thing, but it's more like, no, it's more that like I will go
It's the
to
whole
this
concoction.
length for you, but you can't simply do this one thing for me.
I had that in my first serious relationship. So when we got together,
Oh, don't make me laugh.
I was 18 and he was 33. So we had like a big age difference. I had to move away when I was 24 for a job. I ended up having to move 5 hours away. My family was still back where I used to live. So I would go back and visit often, and I would obviously go visit him. I was gone for a year and he had only come to visit me once. And that really bothered me because I'm like, I have gone out of my way to go back home to visit so that I could see him. But he had only gone out of his way one time in an entire year to see me. And I understood like money was an issue because like between gas and tolls, it was like $100 round trip, whatever, to make the trip. But it was just something I'm like, if you can't do this one thing for me that I've done continuously, I don't like sitting in a car for 5 hours to drive there for a weekend, but these were my 2 days off of work and I took it to come see you and my family. But it was never reciprocated. And that was a huge thing for me. And we had, at that point, we had been together, 6-7 years. So it was like, if you're not going to put in the effort now, when are you going to put in the effort?
Mm-hmm.
Very true.
And by the end of 30s, Lydia, I have to say he should have had $100 extra. I'm sorry.
I mean, like we all, like looking back, yes. But at the same point in time, I'm like, you could have, I would have gave you the $100. You know what I mean? Like I was,
right.
I was paying a cell phone bill so that we could talk. You know what I mean? Like that's, it was.
Ooh, okay.
It was a long time ago. It was a long time.
Okay, if I'm
I
paying
got
your
this
cell
over
phone
now.
bill so that we can talk, I don't want to hear any shit from you. Like you didn't come over last night. It's like, bitch, pay your phone bill. Like,
Everything
agree.
happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't work out, but I wish
long distance
he's
is
doing
hard
good
anyway.
now. Yes.
Yeah, long distance is hard too.
Long distance
I mean,
hard.
that's another
It
one
is
of those
hard.
situations.
I could
Yeah.
never do long
Yeah.
distance.
No.
I'm too.
I'm
You
actually
couldn't?
thinking about it now
No,
because of
I'm-
my past relationship. So I am actually thinking about it. My age right now, if I see less of you, I'm happy.
Yes. Same.
I don't mind.
Same.
Why are you in a relationship then?
But
I
if
don't-
it
I don't
worked,
It does work. It does. I mean,
I-
as long as both people put in the
Our
effort.
commit. Yeah. If both people put in the effort, I think it's very doable.
And,
A lot
and I'm
of
going
people
to
go
tell
on
you,
a long distance relationship and then they see how much work it takes and then they just kind of
They don't want.
expect the other person to do it all and then ultimately fails.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
like cuddles too much.
and I'm
I'm
going
not
to tell
giving
you,
up
I'm going to
cuddles.
tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
never thought I was going to be in a relationship ever my entire life for a long period of time. And then I met someone and they were battling depression. And I wound up being my longest relationship, 21 years. And I stuck by him through thick and thin until the very end. And now I'm ready to have my space. And if a long distance relationship works, I am good.
I think they can work if you put forth the effort. Both people do.
Yeah, it's got to be
Right.
a two-way street, you know? So,
And it's easier
What do you think,
now
Jesse?
than it was 10,
My
15 years
experience
ago.
is
Yeah.
my ex and I lived apart multiple times, and we got along great when we didn't live together. Like after
Really?
living together for multiple years, living in separate
Then it-
houses and seeing
it
each
worked
other
better.
nights a week. Oh, we
Yeah.
had a great relationship then.
Yeah.
When we lived together,
I feel-
24/7, we were up each other's ass and on each other's nerves all the time.
Yeah.
See, that's what, yeah, that's how I feel. I think it would be easier with a long distance relationship in that aspect because I am a lot and I only want to be around myself certain times, like for a really small like period of time. So I get it. I totally get it. But I feel that way too. Like I only want cuddles in like increments and I don't want them all the time. I don't want them all the time.
My grandparents have been married for 60 plus years, and
Wow.
they
See,
slept in
so
separate
you-
bedrooms for decades.
Really?
now. Oh yeah, and they sleep better that way. You know, they have their own rooms.
I think there's
Yeah.
nothing
my
wrong with
grandparents
separate
did the
rooms.
same thing.
There's not.
I'm a fan of separate rooms.
Yeah.
Really?
I talked about this before. You know, back people used to sleep in separate beds. That's how it always was. The only reason they went to one bed was because of finances, because it was cheaper to buy one bed than it was to buy two.
The two, right. That seems so odd to me. If you're married, like, why wouldn't you sleep in? I mean, I'll kick him to the couch, but
Lucy and
No,
Ricky
we
in
are-
separate
Right.
beds.
We are a
Yes.
human burrito. If we are living together, we are a human burrito at night.
That's right.
right.
You are.
Yeah,
in my-
I
I'm
can't-
your protector. You are laying on my chest, and there's
Yeah.
no way in hell we're sleeping in separate beds.
I just can't imagine.
I'll
I can't
sleep
imagine.
I'll sleep on the couch when I'm in
Let,
trouble.
let's put
That's
it this
it.
way: if
Yes.
they ate a burrito, they could sleep in their own bed.
Very
I'm cool.
good.
I'm
Yes.
comfortable with the burrito sleep. No, even if they ate a burrito before, I don't care. At that point,
I feel like
That's
the
real.
long. I don't know. I don't know if I could do the separate bedrooms because when I'm with someone, like I do want their time and attention and all. And once I get used to like in the bed sleeping next to someone, it becomes a habit. It becomes a habit. And even on my worst nights when I'm like at my wit's end, pissed to the core, I still want that person in the bed. Like I don't like going to bed angry. I don't like going to bed in a tiff or any unsettling feelings. Like I hate it.
Even if
can't-
there's
I
a pillow or two between you, at least they're in
Right.
the same bed.
Right.
the only
Even on
experience
nights where I'm like, get out to the couch at 2 a.m., I'm a little like trinkling out, like, hey, come to bed, because I'm that big of a pansy. Come to bed. I just can't sleeping in a separate room.
the only problem
But
I've
teach their
had
own.
living with a girlfriend was she couldn't handle any noise at night, and I need the TV on. Like I need something.
Oh no, I have to do TV off.
No, I do TV,
TV
on,
off.
and so she would get like she's like, oh,
fight with
TV
that.
off, and I'm just laying there staring at the ceiling like I'm not sleeping tonight. So I started putting AirPods in, and then this girl's hearing. I don't know if she was like part bat or something, but she would just like, can you turn that down? And I'm like, I have headphones in. What are you talking about?
Oh my god,
It was,
it's got to be dark. It's got to be dark for me.
So my ex.
But then there's days when I can fall asleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon like it's nothing and sleep solid.
Mine would put on a movie, and she'd be out in 15 minutes, and an hour and a half later, I'm
You're
watching
stuck.
the ending of the movie. Like, I can't sit there and fall
That
asleep.
is
I'm
me.
watching the whole movie. And
That's why
then
you.
That
gotta
is
put on
me. I
something
will
that
fall
you
out.
know. You
Yeah,
don't put on
like
a brand new
Friday
movie to
or
go to sleep. You put on like
Something you've already
seasons
seen.
1 through 12 of Law and
Oh
Order.
yeah, no,
Sweet Home Alabama or
Turner
Friday.
Classic Movies, like
I'm
older than
watching The
me.
Golden
Yes.
Girls, okay? Like,
Yeah.
I've seen
I
every
got
episode
Game
of
15
Thrones.
times.
Now we're talking.
wait.
Yeah.
Sweet Home Alabama or Friday?
Fuck
It's a
yeah.
wide variety.
Those are the two
Man.
most different movies I could think of.
That is the
Friday
spectrum
is
of
my
men.
Yes, that is my
Just like-
spectrum. I am everywhere from like
Yeah.
Greece
feel you.
to beaches
Yeah.
to
Those are good
Friday
ones,
is
though.
my shit.
No, for me,
I can
yeah,
recite all three of those movies.
it's either Hamilton or John Wick tonight. I don't know. We'll see how
I've never seen Hamilton, but I do like John Wick. But I've never
John
seen
Wick.
Hamilton.
You can
All
skip it.
right.
What about My Best Friend's Wedding?
Okay, so Edward
yeah.
Blake on
I love that
Facebook
movie.
says, you guys keep sleeping in separate beds is strange. Men used to go to war and not see their wives for
Okay,
years in
Edward,
ancient
thanks for
times.
raining on all of our parade. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the obvious. People did go to war. People did sleep without their wives and husbands. Like, it still fucking happened.
The ultimate my body, my choice.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
buddy, how old are
chose.
you? You're 18? You're going to Nam.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, he doesn't have to come in here raining on our parade.
Thanks for watching.
I'm totally
Edward.
just kidding, Edward. I'm
Be
totally
my
kidding.
Thanks for watching the show, Edward.
Yeah, I'm totally kidding.
Join us next week.
But yeah, that's got to be hard. Even, I mean, especially military, that's obviously hard. But being in the same
Yeah.
house, knowing you have the ability to sleep in the bed next to your spouse or your
Mm.
significant other, and choosing not to is just fucking bonkers to me.
Well,
Yeah,
think
my
about
brother
think
my
about
brother was
Dear
just in
John
Korea for a
letters.
year.
What, Lydia?
That's a
My
badass
brother
movie.
was in Korea for a year. So
actual Dear John
my
letters.
sister-in-law was home with the 3 kids for that year while he was gone.
Bless her heart. That's
guys know
hard.
that-
Yeah,
That's
no,
got
she's-
that's so hard.
If there is any woman that I will ever give any praise to in my entire life, it's my sister-in-law. That woman's amazing.
Military spouses. I mean,
One,
all
she puts
props
up
to
with
the
my
military.
brother.
Like we would not be here today without them, especially September 11th.
Exactly.
But military wives and husbands are fucking rock stars.
Oh, absolutely.
They are fucking rock stars. They
But
are.
you know what
To
a-
deal
you know what a-
and
Ooh,
They deal through the hard
what?
times.
Yeah.
And they're the
You
Yes.
know
ones
what
that
an
are
actual
sticking by.
Dear John letter is, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
those
Oh,
are
yeah.
heartbreaking. My uncle got one.
those are so sad.
Well, my uncle, I didn't get a Dear John letter. He got a Dear I just moved out of Germany and didn't tell you letter. Like she just left.
Wow.
And his name wasn't even John.
His name was
So I dated a guy named John like just recently,
Mhm.
and
White
Was
his baby
Sneaker
mama
Boy.
did that.
Okay.
That was white
Huh?
sneaker guy.
You gotta
Sneaker
catch me
boy.
up.
That was
You gotta
White Sneaker
catch me
guy.
up.
Yeah.
Ah.
You
Totally
gotta catch me
douchebag.
up.
Douche.
He's like I don't even know. He thinks the whole world's out to get him, that he's got PIs following him, and his baby mama hired like $60,000 worth of PIs, and he gets run off the road and all these
How
PI.
do you
It's
find these people,
crazy.
Megan?
In all fairness,
Facebook
I don't
dating.
know.
I legit always think
Yeah.
people are.
Oh, no. It wasn't
Like,
Facebook dating, but he did
following me.
slide into my DMs. He did. And I was dumb enough to be like, oh, I hope everything goes good with your wife and your kid. He wasn't even fucking married. His kid left, and his baby mama took the kid. Thankfully, rightfully so. He's batshit crazy and doesn't need a kid. But those Dear John letters were. I wish I felt bad for John, but I don't.
For John?
I
Oh,
don't.
is that White
You're a
Sneaker?
piece of
Okay.
shit. If he's watching, you're a piece of shit.
I agree. Hey, Roger, ring the bell.
It was called white
I hope
sneaker guy.
you and your white sneakers are pieces of shit.
So
Yeah.
when you guys
Real
broke
men
up,
wear
did you
black
mess up the
sneakers.
sneakers?
Alana, you having
I
fun over
totally
here?
was like ignoring the white sneak. I saw him and I was like, that's a big red flag. Let me run towards it because I like the color red. And then it was like, whoa. I found out the truth and like went to the courthouse and got all the document. And I was just like, this dude's fucking schizophrenic, just not.
She
His
got
bread
on
didn't
his
get
white
cooked.
sneakers and ran.
Were they,
Now,
were
here's
they
the
New
thing.
Balance?
I laced those
No.
bitches up and I was out.
If a guy wears
Yeah.
white sneakers, they must have grass stains, or else he is not the guy.
Oh God, please don't get
Were
me
they New
started on white
Balance?
sneakers.
sneakers?
Yeah, were they New Balances or were they like nice sneakers? Were they like nice sneakers or were they dad shoes? We got to know.
Gotta
They
know.
Like
They were
Nike
dad
from the
shoes.
pairs that were on the shoe.
They were
rack
what?
that are
He's
closed.
He does have a couple
He's gonna leave
pairs.
a mess in your house.
He has some New Balances.
Oh, he'll probably, yeah, he's got New Balances, but a lot of them were Nikes. But he wears the white sunglasses too, which make it all the fucking worse.
So say it's a casual wedding. What sneakers is he wearing?
The white Nikes.
You should be wearing any sneakers to a
that
wedding.
white
Right. He's gonna wear white
Midwest wedding. You've never been to a Midwest wedding. We wear sneakers everywhere. We wear sneakers at church. Yeah, I praise the Lord.
Man, I kick off in somebody's ass. They showed up to the wedding in sneakers.
I was a best man in sneakers.
I'm wearing sneakers whenever I meet Megan.
I mean, it's cool. Like Converse, I'm all the way. Let's rock some Converses. I'm
When
for
I go
it.
to Hollywood,
I'm showing up in a pair of Hey Dudes or fucking no. Come on, you can't. I can't take you serious saying vows in a pair of fucking Hey Dudes.
Okay, so when Megan transfers planes in Houston and we fly together to Hollywood,
Hey Dudes.
I'm gonna have white sneakers on.
Don't put on white Hey Dudes.
And you
I'll leave you there.
At the same time.
What?
No.
I'll wave to the plane in white sneakers. I'll be out right there on the.
Put them on your hands.
It was bad. I'll never again.
I'll make sure.
I will never again date someone with white sneakers or white sunglasses. Fuck no. Fuck no. That's the biggest. Like I'm a douche canoe tribe. Like I would never. I learned my lesson.
So the uniform for Hollywood is white sneakers and white sunglasses, guys. Go shop.
Yell it on your own.
Yo, they're about to be.
It's bad here.
And Willy Wonka up in Hollywood.
I would expect somebody to like kick me in the forehead if I was a guy in Hollywood with white sneakers and a pair of white sunglasses.
Some tells me
Please
there's a
kick
lot of
my
them in
ass.
Hollywood.
Please, because that's not acceptable.
Do what now?
I said we used to work with a guy that wore that exact outfit.
We did.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
White sunglasses.
Yes.
God, that's so horrible.
I'm not
Like,
gonna lie, I
at
had a
what
pair of
point
white
do you think I
sunglasses.
look good?
They were my favorite.
I mean, you can say that about a lot of different things. At what point, who told you this looks good? Like,
Yeah, but the fact it's 2023 and they've got dudes still wearing all white sneakers and white sunglasses, like the white Oakleys, the chunk. What the, like, why?
Mhm.
What are you trying to attract?
Yeah,
I don't
like,
get it.
the
Not
bowl
the sun.
The ice
They're
cream
trying
man.
to block out everything.
I'm just
I
saying,
just
black
can't.
sneakers attract heat. Maybe they're just trying to keep their feet not being sweaty.
Yeah,
Okay,
maybe.
all right.
I'm pretty fire. I can't lie, but I'm not going after no white sneakers.
There's nothing wrong with black sneakers. They go with everything. Okay.
No,
I wear
I love black
all the
sneakers.
time, head to
Yeah.
toe.
I do
am
too.
sweaty.
I wear a lot of
I
black.
am sweating.
Until yesterday, I did not own anything except black Nikes. Until yesterday.
Really?
Did you
Just
buy
don't
white
wear white
sneakers?
ones.
Someone made me buy new shoes, so I bought.
Are they
them.
white?
White.
No,
Are they white?
Well, wait. Actually,
They're not all white, right? Like a white
no,
sole and a white.
they're like, no, they're. I got a pair of Jordans, and they
Oh
are.
my god, those are
Fancy.
probably uglier.
They're white. They're white, gray, and black.
Oh
And,
god, like fucking a panda bear. You got the panda sneakers? Did you get the
You want me
panda
You
sneakers?
want me to go get them? I'll go get them right now.
Yeah, go
Turn
get
from
them.
committed
I'll go get 'em.
relationships to
I'll
sneaker
go get 'em.
chat.
All right.
Yeah.
And I got
Yeah, 'cause I have a question for Alana.
some navy blue bands.
What's up?
I'm ready, Ike.
Okay, go ahead, Ike. Ask Alana.
I need help, Alana. So, being a very patient person for 21 years in a committed relationship, now how going forward do I not get disgusted at some of their like little things that bother me? Like I became so, like obsessed with
How do I
like,
not
oh my
hate
god,
the
he chews
person
with his
I'm
mouth open.
Oh,
Right.
but no,
Yeah.
no. That's cause for like divorce. No,
Right.
Start to bother you?
chewing with their
Is that a new
mouth
habit?
open. Are you kidding me?
Disgusting. It's so many things and they're bothering me now. It's like I feel like I'm on these apps. It's like the clearance section at Walmart. All the
Yeah,
choices
it's
I
like
have.
Lake Lanier, the cesspool of the
Are
dating
you
world.
still
Yeah.
getting sent pictures of buttholes?
Yeah, are you?
Yes. No, the other thing.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're
is-
getting.
I found
Yeah.
out this weekend that I'm on a dating app apparently that I didn't know I was on. So that was news. If you're talking about these
Ooh.
dating apps, I'm like, can somebody give me the password? I want to see
Yeah.
what kind of communications.
Good. I got a date.
Yeah, the
You-
first thing you need to know is like most people aren't eligible to be your partner. Like you have to be aware of that. And this is something that people really struggle with, because even though we all know, we walk into a room, a grocery store, you're not attracted to most of the people in the grocery store. You're not attracted to most of the people in any room. And then we go to online dating and we're like, why are there so many ugly people here?
It depends on the grocery store. Target
fair enough.
Target does not have ugly people going there. Target's great.
Okay. All right,
Nordstrom's.
I'll remember that.
No, yeah.
Hit it sport.
No white
HEB.
shoes.
Yeah, no white shoes and hip. But a man in like a sports store,
All right, yeah, these are slick. All right.
All right.
baseball,
All right, Drew.
baseball. But
Yeah, Ike, but then the next thing is, first of all, you can totally own that you don't want to be with someone who chews like that. Like you can just totally own that and like live into that. And then the better news for you is that the falling in love process is literally this hormonal shift where we completely forget that there's anything this person does wrong. And,
if you punch yourself in the esophagus, it gives you the same effect as dating
I mean, as falling in love, maybe,
or falling in love. It's the same effect.
Yeah. So at that point, it's really kind of easy to overlook little things. If you've actually gotten to that point with someone that you enjoy, like if you find someone you actually enjoy, it's much easier to overcome their little quirks. But I definitely, to begin with, like just if you're on a date with someone, like a first or second, 1 month, 2 months in with someone, you can definitely be picky. It's a question that I usually get from people who are over 40 is like, am I being too picky? No.
No,
being too picky.
you just know what you want by that age,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
you got to weed it out.
Yeah, and it can take some time, but keep going. That's
So,
it.
like,
Keep going.
what's the first critical question you guys ask on a date?
If they can
What's
recite,
your real last name?
yeah.
No, I said
Like, how
critical
old are you
question.
really?
No.
Is your name
I
John?
mean, like if you're really trying to get to know them, what's like the most important question to ask?
I always ask them what their love language is.
Okay.
Because it
How
lets
long are
me
you
know
going
up front
to
what they're
prison?
kind of looking for.
That's
I
a
like
really
that.
good question. I haven't dated. What is a good question?
My question
Where
is,
do you see yourself in the next
I'm
5
always
years?
so obnoxious. I don't ask anything like,
I have a great
I
first question.
I
Is there
think I would
anybody
ask
out
how long
there?
you've been. What's the longest relationship? I would want to know that.
Do you sleep with the TV?
yeah,
Telling.
hey,
wear white
yes, hi.
shoes.
Do you want dinner?
How
How
large prostate? Because I don't want to get up in the middle of the night with you.
You know what I always pay attention to? How they treat their mama.
Yeah.
How
that's
they
very
treat their
important.
mama.
That's very.
If they're
so
going to
what's
treat
the-
their mama with respect,
What's the
Their
equivalent
Their
of
mama
that?
or baby mama?
their mama. Fuck their baby mama. Their mama.
How do you treat
Their
a
mama.
baby
The
mama?
one that pushed them out of the womb and gave birth a crotch right. Their mama.
So would you ask that question to both men and female, or would there be
Absolutely.
a different question? Okay.
Yeah, if I was dating
Yeah.
a female, I'd ask her how she treats her mom.
I just feel like
Yeah.
the relationships with parents are very different between men and women.
I
like-
call my mom every day.
Like a daddy's girl and a mama's boy
One
are
every
very
day.
different.
I think a good first date question though, and this is gonna be my new go-to. Is there anybody out there who thinks they're dating you?
Who's-
the
yes.
person that they're dating you?
Amen.
Could be
Amen.
misconstrued that they're dating you. Like, seriously.
And 60%
That's
of the people
probably
would end
number
the date
one.
there. No, 60% of the people
That's
would be like,
number one.
"Oh, you're moving too fast." No, that's a
Are
great
you
question.
talking to anybody?
Are you talking to anybody?
Yeah, because you
Like,
want
is
to
there
know.
anybody that gives that? Is it under the impression that y'all might be talking, communicating? Like, am I stepping on any toes? I
Right.
still have to ask that now.
Well,
I'm
even when you meet
24
somebody
years.
from a
Like, am I
dating
stepping
app,
on anybody's toes? What?
when you're meeting somebody from a dating app, it's like, well, how many dates have you gone on this week? Oh, I got on like 4 already. I'm like, oh, great. So I got a lot of competition going on here now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ugh.
4
Bad
dates a
mindset.
week?
There's
that
no
normal?
competition.
Right.
Oh, some people
it-
date
is
as
this
a
economy?
hobby. They
That's
date as a hobby.
exhausting.
Is it speed dating? Is it like 30 seconds of hey?
Wait a second. Roger's date. Remember his
The meet and greets. He does
the
meet and greets.
Meet and
The
greet.
meet-
He does the meet and greets. That's right. It is the meet and
Is that
greets.
dating?
Makes
You're doing
sense
meet and greets
for
or
dates.
dating?
Well,
Do what?
he
Roger
came up
does.
with a system. He came up with a system that he
I
does
did.
not start with dinner. He starts off with an afternoon coffee, so that way he only has to devote 1 hour to that person.
Well, that's
It's
what
a meet
dating
and greet.
experts
And it's
always
a lot
talk
cheaper.
about too. You always take the first date and make it short. You don't want it to go too long because that builds the excitement for the next date. And if you don't
What if
feel
it's
like
not
there's
good?
chemistry there, you're not wasting an
If-
hour or 2 hours with the same
But if there's
person.
chemistry,
Makes
why cut it
sense.
off at an hour?
Then no, then don't. Then let it continue. But
Right.
you know, normally you
Oh, so
start
if
off.
you don't make an hour with Roger, you didn't make it.
I mean, I would leave if I'm not digging a date. I'm leaving like right then and there. Like, hey, I'm sorry, this ain't.
Mm.
Good luck, dog, and I'm
The
out.
appetizers just came out, Megan.
Off the
So-
appetizer.
I'll
In
take
my
the mozzarella
experience-
sticks to go.
I think in my experience, the first date we didn't know was a date.
I think
It
those are
just-
the best first dates.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah,
we're just,
I do
like,
too.
we just end up hanging out, and then we're like, hey, let's hang out again. Hey, let's hang out again. I think we're in love with each other. It's all of a sudden you're a couple. Like I think I can't remember the last real
For it to
first
be
date.
natural and not forced.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, don't let it
Yeah.
be an interview.
Yeah.
yeah. Now dating.
Don't.
apps,
Yes. Exactly.
I'm
Alana,
not-
you're. Go ahead. Finish up, Drew.
Oh, I was just gonna say on a dating app, like I don't feel like those are really authentic until they are. Like I'm not texting you for a week on a dating app. I'm gonna give you my
Oh,
number.
exactly.
Big Henry
we're gonna
down the
organize
road is
something.
not
I'm
really Big
looking for a
Henry down the
texting
road.
buddy.
Yeah.
I'm not looking for a texting buddy. Alana, real
Exactly.
quick. Your thoughts on first dates? How should they be ran?
Yeah, I also recommend. I do recommend the short first date. I think
Yeah.
I like meet and greet doesn't have a very romantic connotation for me, but
I mean, slap fucking fine on
Let
your
me rag
chest.
on
and-
him.
I would like maybe put in like a little bit more potential for romance there, like a walk in a garden,
Maybe
could be
dessert
good.
and a coffee.
Yeah, some like at a really nice coffee shop, right, where they have like
Not
little fancy
Starbucks.
lattes
But
or
not Dunkin'
something.
Donuts.
Yeah,
Not Dunkin'. I mean,
Yeah,
I
Dunkin'
would rather
Donuts.
go to Dunkin'. I would rather go to
You
Dunkin'.
like a toasted bagel with cream cheese.
Mm.
47
As
minutes.
long as you don't chew with his mouth open, we're good.
yeah,
Go to where?
He said, "Don't chew with your mouth open, and we're good."
yeah. Don't do that.
That'll guarantee no sex.
It is good to check they have basic
Yeah.
manners. That's good. That is good.
Wait,
Chewing
you said
with their mouth
guaranteed
open.
No sex on the first date.
What?
You
What?
said guaranteed no
What?
sex on the first date.
No, it guarantees there's no second date.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sorry.
Jesse,
Wait a minute.
what-
Let me turn
what's your
Wait,
version of a
need to go
first
there.
date? Hang on, let's talk to Ask
We don't need to
Jesse
go
real quick.
Yeah.
What do you
Jesse,
do on a
what's your
first date?
I had a first date one time. We had Chick-fil-A at the house because the girl was running
See,
late.
that's a good
And
one.
we missed our date plans to go out with another couple, and I was like, "Look, I'm starving. I'm going to run up to Chick-fil-A while you're still running late." And we had Chick-fil-A at my house on a first date. I've never done that.
So,
before.
see, that's a good one.
Hmm.
That's a
Chick-fil-A
good
waiting
date.
for me for when we're done. Like it's right over there.
I'm
I don't
starving.
understand people that go to the movies on a first date. That
No,
seems
Oh, that's
absolutely
so
don't
pointless.
do that.
That seems so pointless. It's I'm gonna be
You're not
talking
even
about the movie.
talking to each
I've
not
other.
gonna
done
ask
that
you.
so
Really
many
do that?
times. Yeah, I've done that. Like people in Conyers, Georgia, that's their go-to. Like, go to AMC. You want to go see House on the Hill? And they go. And that was like, there's nothing else in Conyers unless you want to like gang. There's nothing to do.
Gotcha.
Well, I have
that's
two
a-
movies coming out, so I think that would be an amazing first date.
Hey, that is a good one. That is a good
Shameless
one.
plug.
I'm down for even a solo for that one.
There you go.
Yeah.
All righty. So I do want to thank our guests today. Alana Mackenzie Page, thank you so much. From Sovereign Dating. You can catch Alana on social media. Alana, tell everybody where they can find you.
It's always called Sovereign Dating, so that's the easy part. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube is all Sovereign Dating. Or you can look at my book, The Art of Feminine Seduction, and find me there too.
Okay. Alana, we
Perfect.
have to have you back.
Okay.
Yes, you have to come back.
With
Very
my
insightful.
If they haven't scared you yet.
okay.
Yes. It was so good having you back on.
Yeah, so good to be here.
Thank you very much, Alana.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
Oh my god. Man, I love having her on. I mean, she's so
She's
much
so
fun to
sweet.
have on.
I like
She
her.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
She's much better than the
The Blues.
Aaron Scott. That's her name. Aaron Scott.
I didn't even remember.
I don't know. It just came to me. It literally. I just Aaron Scott. Is that her name?
Yes. Anyways,
What's her name?
Okay. Anyways, but yeah, so that's another great episode. I'm so excited to have Ike back on. The tour continues. When are you coming to Austin, Ike?
When are you going to Austin?
I keep getting.
When are you going to Austin?
Have you had that meeting yet?
He's thinking.
He's frozen.
He's frozen.
He keeps getting booted off. His weather's really bad.
Yeah, where he's at, he's got a
Where's
lot
he
of.
I don't know where he's at
Where
today.
in the world is Ike today?
Yeah.
It changes so often.
Florida's getting hit. I know. Actually, North Texas is getting hit pretty bad.
Are they?
I don't know where he is. I want to say like
Well, he lives
New
near
Jersey, maybe.
New Jersey?
Yeah,
Is he in New
New Jersey, New York City. He's in one of the two.
Not
I think I want to say New Jersey.
I was getting hit right now.
I know I'm like 3 hours
Yeah.
away from him, and we've been like the whole weekend. It was nonstop storms.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's been hot and muggy here.
I'm waiting for a storm here in Texas.
We're dry. It's like my grass is
very
dead.
dry. Yeah.
There's been
yeah.
nonstop rain.
I'm
I
about
got
to break out the
brown
spray
grass
paint.
right now.
Yeah,
How
I'm
dry
about
it
to break
is.
out the spray paint on that grass.
It rained, Jesse. It rained where you are, right? Like yesterday, it rained really good
Oh yeah.
up near your house. Yeah, I didn't get a
we're
drop.
getting green here.
And Jesse and I live about 30 minutes from each other. It didn't rain a drop here, like nothing. It has been hot and muggy.
It's
Here
been
in
storming a
Houston,
lot lately.
it could be
Yeah.
raining 15 minutes away from where you are, and not at all where you are. It's crazy.
That's how it's been here. Like it's raining 30
Yeah.
minutes over where Jesse is, and it's dry as the bone here.
So, well, we'll be back next week, guys, with another exciting episode and another great topic. Feel free if you could always message us directly if you have a topic you would like us to touch on. Feel free to hit up Megan or myself, or you can message the Love on the Rock show, and we'll take all suggestions if there is something that you guys have a puzzling question that you guys would like
Give
to
us
know.
all the ideas.
Exactly.
all the
We're always
ideas.
looking for new conversations to talk about.
Yeah.
And if you want to be a guest on our show and you have something to share, feel free to hit up Megan or myself. Or
If
the
you wear
Love
white
on the
tennis
Rock.
shoes and white sunglasses, don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're out of here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Please
and thank you.
I do want to thank our guest, Alana Mackenzie Page, also our relationship influencers, the new kids on the block, Jesse and Drew.
I'm too young to understand that reference.
Okay. I know he's the baby
I've
in the
seen
group.
them in concert.
Yeah, I saw Billy Joel in concert.
Did you really?
Yeah, last summer.
My first concert was Poison. I was 9 years old in Atlanta at the Lakewood Amphitheater, and I walked backstage, and I probably shouldn't say this online, but I don't care. It's Poison. Nikki Sixx was in the back doing, and I'll never forget this. He was sitting at the picnic table. He tossed me a Fresca, told me to drink up, and then he did a line of Coke. And I was like, shit, what are you doing? I'm 9 years old.
That is
Have
the
you seen the
most
dirt?
80s, 90s thing
No.
I've ever heard. He tossed
Watch
me
the
a
dirt.
Fresca.
He tossed me a Fresca and then did a line of Coke, and I'm standing next to my mom, and my mom's like shielding my eyes. She's like, don't look.
Oh, God.
Yeah, The Dirt is a movie about Motley Crue, and they don't hide anything. He was doing heroin in the back,
Dude,
almost
they're
died
dirty.
from it. Yeah, like they were.
They're dirty.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm a huge Motley Crue fan. I'm talking about Nikki Sixx. I like to do what I call is sleep shop. So like I'll be half asleep and I'll shop online. And one of my favorite sleep pieces I bought actually from Nikki Sixx's store. It's a shirt that says "Who the hell is Frank Farana?" And I didn't know that I ordered it, and it came to my house, and I was like, "Who the hell is Frank?"
That is the best. That is the best.
You
Oh
get
my
out in
God.
public and people ask you, and you're like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know who it is. That would be me. Like, I don't know. I have no idea.
Nikki Sixx, that's his real name.
Yeah. That's amazing.
I went to Crew Fest this year.
Oh, did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it good?
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
1 year.
Motionless and
It was like 95 degrees outside, so we were sweating our ass off. But
it's so worth it.
yeah.
It's so worth it. I would have to do it for that.
I just got tickets to
Sure.
Daryl Hall.
To who?
Really?
Daryl Hall.
Hootie and the Blowfish.
I know that
I know
name.
who that is.
No
as
Oats?
in Hall and Oates.
Yeah.
Oh,
I got
are you
tickets
I
to-
don't even know why I said Hootie and the Blowfish. I don't know what I'm.
That's Darius Rucker.
That's
Who?
what I was
I thought you
thinking.
weren't old enough to know about all that stuff.
Hey, listen, music sticks around. It doesn't
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Okay.
That's true.
Exactly.
Who's Daryl Oates?
No, it's Daryl Hall.
Daryl Hall?
Daryl
Who
Hall.
is partners
Hall
with
and
John Oates. John Oates and Daryl Hall are Hall and Oates.
Private
touch.
eyes. They're watching you.
You're making my dreams come true.
Oh, I do know that one.
There you go. I got.
I do know that one. I do know that one.
All
I didn't know
righty.
who sang it.
Yeah, the greatest male vocalist of all time, Daryl Hall. That's who it is.
George Strait.
Oh, God.
All right, Crystal and Lydia, thank you also for joining us this week, as always. And of course, my beautiful co-host, Megan, the mouth of the South, Bennett.
So good.
because-
Yeah.
Because nothing just stands in the way. She'll just tell you like it is, whether you like
I
it or
can't
not.
help it.
Yeah,
I can't help it.
She can't help it. Sorry. I forgive you.
I don't know
It's
what
okay. I appreciate the forgiveness.
I'm Roger the Wild Child. Make sure you guys check us out on Wednesday night. Me and Megan have our Roger the Wild Child show, Nashville edition. Cynthia Rosh will be on our show this week, and she will be playing some music for us. So it's going to be fun. And in just a couple weeks, we're going to be launching a brand new radio station called Kick-Ass Country.
Yes, sir.
You
All
gotta
right.
ring the bell on that one.
Kick-Ass
Yeah,
Country.
where's the bell at, Roger?
Yeah, you gotta ring the bell on that one.
Damn good indie country. It's Kick-Ass Country. That's right.
awesome.
So it's all coming around the corner here. All your independent country artists, come and check them out. And they're already submitting their music. I
have
announced
one
it today, and
message.
I've already got emails blowing up with MP3 files. Play my song. Play my song. So yeah. So it'll happen.
I'm just glad that country music is evolving from my truck, my dog, my girl, my beer. You know, I'm really glad that we're evolving
Yes.
in that genre.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely. So, more details are coming soon, and it'll all be happening. It's all in the building stages, but it's ready to launch by the end of the month. So, we'll let y'all know.
Congratulations.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
Thank
For
you.
sure.
I'll be
So,
listening.
For sure.
we'll see you guys all next week on Loving the Rocks. You guys all have a great
Have a good night. Have a good night, y'all.